Hello everyone, today we are coming on behalf of Child Evangelism Fellowship, CEF. For today's craft, we are going to do lesson 4 of Discovering Jesus. And this lesson is, Jesus has power over death. And these are the items you will need to do our craft today. To begin, we're going to cut out the entrance to our tomb. Now it's time to color. When we're going to hold our pencil, not like if we're writing, but almost parallel to the table, and we'll color. That way, you'll be able to cover more area with the pencil. And as you do that, you turn the pencil so that it doesn't get worn down on one side only. I'm going to add some green in mine because, sometimes we have some greenery on our little rocks. So I'm just adding some green to give it a little dimension. And now we're going to color our stone, and we want it to look like the same color because remember, they cut the stone out of the mountain, which is, it's the same mountain. So we want it to look the same color. So we're going to color our stone the same colors that we colored our tomb. Now it's time to color Lazarus. I'm going to use a very light yellow. You can use like a peach. And then I'm going to overlay that with some brown. And now it's time to put in a little addition to my background. I'm going to give it some clouds. I turned my paper over because I had colored my tomb on it, so there were a lot of marks. I just turned the page over and I'm using that side of the page and I'm coloring in my sky. And now I'm going to add some green for my grass. And when that's done, I'm going to take the black cardstock and rest it on, and then the tomb over it because it represents the darkness inside of the tomb. So I'm just marking where I put it, and then I'm going to put some glue on my cardstock and stick it down. I put the mark because I want to remember where I had it, and I'm going to put it back exactly where I have the mark. It makes it easier. Now I'm going to carefully put glue on the bottom. I'm going up around my edges and then on the bottom of the other side. Only on that line am I going to put the glue. So you're going to put a nice thin line of glue. Don't make it too thick because it's going to be messy and squeeze out. We don't want that. And carefully turn it over and then carefully paste it down over our black cardstock. And we're going to try and smoothen it out without crinkling it up and without shifting. So you have to hold it down while you smoothen it out. Now it's time to stick our bushes down. I'm going to put one on each side, and I'm just going to put it a little off of the tomb. I'm not going to put it exactly on the tomb. So part of it is on the page and part is on the tomb. Now it's time to bring Lazarus in. We're going to take our napkin and just tear it into some strips. Mine is supposed to be neater, but I really don't know what happened there. And that's okay. You know, you just take your time and you rip your napkin, and then we're going to take one of those strips, or maybe two, depending on how you wrap him. And then you're going to just take your time and gently wrap the napkin around him. Because long ago, that's what they did before they put their dead in the tomb. And we're just going to wrap him and be very gentle with him. He's all wrapped up, and then we're going to tuck him inside of the tomb. Now it's time to roll the stone in front of it, and I'm just going to put a touch of glue in the corner. Just a touch. And stick it down on the tomb. You have to make sure it's stuck on the tomb and not on the entrance. And now it's time to stick our scripture down. I'm going to stick mine on top of my page. So it's going to be partly on the tomb. And this is a reminder that God can do anything. Thank you so much for watching this presentation from the North Branch of CEF in Trinidad and Tobago.